I don't think it picked up your
It
drinking.
it didn't at all. Here,
No.
let me do it again. Ah,
What are you drinking?
it's almost as if we planned that intro. I am having a lovely. Well, this
Just
feels
trying to
weird
see a
now.
glass of milk.
Yes, except it's not a
Oh,
glass. It's in a wonderful cup that
a
is
plastic
unspillable.
cup.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
We are 40 seconds in and we have gone mildly off topic.
You're the one that said let's talk about milk.
Well, let's talk about your Stikbot story. Wait, I did it wrong. No! 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 We're not starting over. We're going with it. Mr.
Oh
Mations,
boy. Yep.
what's your Stikbot story?
I don't know how long the intro goes
So
for, so
it
you're just
just
gonna have to
ended.
ask
You,
me.
it was perfect, and then you ruined it. It
Whoops.
was literally perfect, and you ruined it. Well, Mr. Mations,
Hmm.
what's your Stikbot story? Where did you begin? When did you begin? How did you begin? And what did you begin?
Well, technically, when I began was April 29th, 2 years ago.
Bro has his facts straight.
But
Actually, I know
I
my
didn't.
anniversary too.
That's technically not my anniversary.
What? What is it then?
Te- Technically, my anniversary. I have it on my phone. Hold on.
Well, fact checking already.
Hold
2 minutes
on.
in.
Hold on. Technically, it's the day after that is when I uploaded my first video.
So what day is your anniversary? Have you even ever
30th.
technically
April
celebrated an
30th.
anniversary?
I have. 1 year ago.
1 year ago. Oh yeah, that's coming right up.
Mm-hmm. April 30th. 1
April
month.
30th. What do you got something big planned, or are you just gonna let it pass by like I usually do?
Maybe I'll upload a video.
Will it be a special video or will it just be a normal?
Just a video.
Well, probably still better than I would do.
Yeah.
Great. So, your Stickbot story started on April 30th.
Technically
Technically
the
before,
29th.
actually, right?
Technically the 29th, which was the ultimate Stikbot battle.
The Ultimate Stickbot Battle. A video on my YouTube channel that ultimately started this man's YouTube channel.
This is correct.
This is very correct. We worked on the Ultimate Stickbot Battle together.
Although it wasn't that I wasn't very
It was
involved.
together. It was very much together.
I took about 3 frames.
He I forced him to not take many frames
This is true.
because I said that he was doing it wrong.
So much.
Yeah, and I
So
didn't give you
much.
much freedom. That's on me.
No freedom.
But it turned out
The,
the way it
the
did, and it
most
turned out well.
the most freedom I got was selecting what color the ending thing where the blue and red guy shot at the guy.
Green, and
Yeah.
it was a dumb dark green.
What? What?
It's a bad color. I don't know. I rewatched the Ultimate Stickbot Battle the other day for some reason.
I now have a cat on my lap.
That has absolute okay. So, Ultimate Stickbot Battle. I started this man's YouTube channel. I started it. I did it. It was me.
Sure.
Am I wrong?
No.
Exactly. I started his YouTube channel and he knows it. I gave it all of his original stickbots are from me. I
The
gifted them to
original
him
4
out
or
of the
3.
kindness of my heart. And I said, "You go do your own thing. And he did. But then the more that he did his own thing, the more his own thing started to resemble my thing.
Hey,
Tell
there
me
is
I'm wrong.
some
You
there is
can't.
some inspiration, but
Mm-hmm.
it is my own thing, and it will become more of my own thing.
All right. So you did the Ultimate Stickbot battle,
Not really, but
April
yeah.
29th.
hmm
We did the Ultimate Stickbot battle.
USSR theme playing.
No, we that's probably copyrighted. Wait, imagine if it was actually copyrighted. The communist thing was taken and not to be free. That would be so funny. I actually
Yep.
want to know now if it
It's
is
not.
copyrighted.
It's not. It can't be. If it was, the copyright expired by now.
That's true. It's not even a nation anymore.
This is also true.
Is any nation's anthem copyrighted?
I highly doubt
Probably. Probably at least one.
Probably Canada.
Probably Finland.
Why Finland?
I don't know. It's just the first nation that came to mind that isn't the United States
I don't
of
think I have a
glorious
yellow
America.
stickbot.
Huh?
Sorry, this just popped into my head. I don't think I have a yellow stickbot.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Not even one.
Hold on. I
How
need
do
to
you
look this up.
how do you not know if you
Hold
Well,
on. Hold on.
while you do that,
Figuring it out.
it was the day after we did the Ultimate Stickbot battle that you made your first video and it was a YouTube
What's
short.
your Stikbot
Correct. And
story?
I guess I do have a yellow
Why did
stickbot.
that
What's
just
your
start playing?
Stikbot story?
Why is Markiplier playing
What's
Markiplier?
your Stikbot story?
Markiplier just started playing in my ear, saying, "What's your Stickbot story?"
What?
Cause, because, because I was
Hello, everybody. What's your stickbot story?
no, he was just going, "What's your Stickbot story? What's your over and over." I don't because I was doing a thing to make the intro for this using
Mhm.
something, and for some reason Markiplier was like the default.
Okay.
I just the entire podcast just got Markiplier jump scared on episode 2. This is why you subscribe to the podcast, to get Markiplier jump scared. I got Markiplier jump scared. What were you looking up?
Okay. I guess I do have a yellow stickbot.
I knew you did.
I don't think I've ever seen it though.
Then how do you know you have it if you've never seen it?
Because I know for a fact that I bought like the what is it, the 8-pack of solid colors, and yellow is one of those.
You probably have it somewhere, most likely.
hmm
Where were we in the? We barely
The
even
short
started.
that I uploaded
The short
first
that was the
video.
day after.
hmm
Hold on, should I test out our new visual feature?
Oh boy.
Let's see if
It
this
doesn't
works.
help that I can't see.
Okay. TV screen. This was the very first short that Midway-Mations made. An introduction to evil for our video watchers, and for our audio listeners, it is a 5-second YouTube short of a stickbot cartwheeling onto a glass table. That's fun, isn't it? That was your first
Sucks.
video.
It's awful.
You decided to do your first video as a YouTube short.
Yeah,
That was fun.
mistake.
And then was it the same day or the day after that you did Stickbot Stories #1, The Journey Begins?
7 days later.
7 days later. So this man decided to start Stickbot Stories, totally not a ripoff of Stickbot Movie, but you know.
It's not.
Okay. So he started Stikbot Stories on what, May 7th
Bingo.
last year?
Yeah, not last year, 2 years ago,
Oh yeah,
Luca.
yeah.
It's
Time
2023.
flies when you're animating Stickbots.
Yeah, that's why time hasn't been flying very much. For either of us.
Okay. Okay. I see how it is. So then how long was it between there and the unfinished battle, which is number 2?
20 days.
Dang. And then to number 3, preparations.
Uh, it was almost 20 days. I think it was 18 days.
Oops.
Something like that. 18, 16 maybe.
So you did the journey begins, the unfinished battle, and then preparations.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 4, the cabal.
Horrible, horrible video.
I honestly don't really remember them much.
That's
That
why it's so horrible. It's not memorable.
I mean, that I remember everyone, and by everyone I mean like I think Clay was the only one who commented on your videos way back when. That wasn't me.
My first ever comment was that wasn't from you, was from Clay.
Yeah, it
It,
was it was
it was on episode 3, I think. No. Where was it?
yeah, I remember everyone said that you were like really really good for your first ever animations,
It was
which
episode 1. It was Clay
I
and then Kale
which I
subscribed.
can definitely agree with, I think. Very very good for your very first. It was crazy at the time. I remember that, I think.
But yeah, I was in shock that like the Stickbot man commented on my first video.
The Stickbot man, I don't think there's a. Well, if there were to
The
be a Stickbot man,
all-knowing.
it would probably be him.
Yeah.
Um, moving on. The tournament. That was
Yeah. I posted a short every day I think it was every day for 3 days before uploading that video. Um, it was not a good video.
I
I personally don't like it. It was the first time
it was.
that
I think
I
it was cool.
customized Stickbot, technically.
Who, the sheriff?
No, Blink.
Oh,
That was the episode where she got her costume. Quotes
really?
costume. Yeah.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, it's true.
It was that soon. Whatever.
Yes, it was that soon. I uploaded this video on July 1st. So 20 days, roughly, after episode 4.
Yeah. Oh, and then your next episode, not even an
Still to
episode.
this day one of my favorites.
Stickbot Origin Stories, The Night of Reckoning. That video went so incredibly crazy. It was insane.
It is still to this day one of my favorites, and still to this day one of the most important videos
It it's
in my
so cool.
story.
The action is crazy. The lore, like for what, like your 5th video, sort of, a bit.
Yeah, kinda. Well,
It
6th. But yeah,
it
shall we
was
watch it
like,
for the podcast?
huh?
Shall we watch it for the podcast?
Well, we can't just go an entire segment with nothing but noise, but I am playing it on the TV screen in the background.
Oh, okay, fair point. But yeah, I loved animating and making this video.
Yeah, like the all the cloud fog stuff, that was
First time
quite
experiment with that too,
impressive.
yeah.
And like you had like semi special effects.
Okay,
Not
the
special
drawn in
effects, but
effects
you
are
know,
really bad for the most part. I Yeah.
It was still an incredible video for one of your first. I still can't believe. Yeah, that was your 6th video ever.
Yep.
Like, that just does not happen in the Stikbot community anywhere else. Absolutely crazy. And then there was number 5 rematch. That was good. I remember.
It was my first video to ever blow up.
Blow up. How many views did you get?
As of now, it's 3.9K, but got it got up to 1,000
Like,
within a couple weeks.
some crazy good animation for what it was. For like your first videos. Crazy. Insane. Insanity. And that was Stickbot Stories number 5 rematch, right?
Yep.
Then
Released September 8th. Which, how many days was that after Night of Reckoning? Because I remember they were really close. August 21st to September 8th.
the work ethic
Yeah.
is mad for
Yeah.
the quality of these.
I lost it between episode 9 and 10, and then especially between 10 and Chapter 2's trailer.
We're not there yet. We're on
Yeah.
episode 5.
Well, yeah.
So after episode 5, probably most likely was episode 6. Nope.
Nope, it was Visions. Which, I released this episode before you released the Season 3 trailer. Same title, but I did it first. I want that to be stated on the record.
It's not the same concept, so it's fine. We can have the same title. It's fine. No one will care, except for us.
Mm-hmm.
Except for us. And then there was 2 Stickbot side stories, Visions and Lost and Found. And
Which
then,
released very close to each other, actually, I believe.
well, yeah,
September 12th.
they're both exactly 45 seconds, so.
September 12th and then September 18th.
Yeah. And then,
6 days apart. Man, I need to get back in this work ethic.
and then Stickbot Stories number 6, Recovery. I remember that being a good
I
one,
really
I
like
think.
this episode. This was when I started really, really improving. And this was the 22nd.
Wouldn't your Green Stickbot collab scene would be way before this, actually.
Oh yeah, no, that would have been
We
like
definitely skipped over that.
right after episode 3. Right around episode 3, I think.
Yeah, because it's like the same set and everything for episode 3.
Yep. My dining room table.
Yep. Way back when, before you decided to put all your sets inside of a box.
It's better than what it would have been if I did never switched.
Yeah.
You always complain about it, and it's gonna be better, and it has been better ever since. Anyway, yeah, the Range Stuff collab scene. I regret not doing it later after because I'm pretty sure
For
the
the
Green Stick
record,
collab came out after episode 6, so I could have made it so much
for the
better.
record, I gave him at least 2 opportunities to redo his Green Stickbot collab 1 scene, and he said, and he always complained about it being so bad. His TGSC 1 scene, but then he never changed it, even though he complained about it. And I
Well,
told him,
it
you can
wasn't
change it. You have more
bad
than enough
at
time.
the time. It
Huh?
really wasn't bad at the time. I think it had some of my best animation at the time. But it's just, it doesn't hold up. Even less than a month later, it didn't hold up.
Well, yeah, because your improvement was exponential. It was crazy. I, I would say, should I say that? That's kind of mean. I mean, your improvement reached a limit at one point because it got so good. Except it did. the end
I
of
mean,
chapter
it's still
1
improving to this day.
was really good. Yeah, but the improvement has slowed down because it's harder to
Yeah,
get better once you're already super good. But
yeah.
like Lights Out, I know we're nowhere near to Lights Out in the timeline, but like
Oh, I
if
love
you
that.
have not seen Stikbot Stories Chapter 2 Episode 1 Lights Out, it is it has to be one of the greatest animations to come out of the Stikbot
Whoa,
community.
I disagree. Quite a bit, I
It
disagree.
was so it's so good. It's so clean.
It's
It's
not that clean.
smooth. The fight scenes are very good.
I mean,
Once
I, so fun fact that you might not have noticed about that episode. I animated a good portion of it in 30 FPS, and then another good portion of it in 20 FPS.
it
And then the rest was in 18.
I mean like the flips, the fight, the getting blinded from the
Flashbangs. Yeah.
flashbangs. I couldn't come up with a word. Like very good. It was incredible for the time. And can we talk about the knife flip that this guy does?
Ooh, I love knives.
Oh, knife. There's two knife flips actually. Tunk.
There's like three, actually.
I don't want to spoil the end of the video. If you want to watch all of chapter 2's number 1 Lights Out, go do it. It's
Jeez. Beg
it's
of
on
you.
his channel. I can't do a link or anything because this is a podcast.
Ah,
Actually,
you can put it in the description.
they can find it if they want to. Your channel will be in the description. They'll find it if they really want to see it.
Anyway, back on track. We were at
Stickbot Stories number 7.
no.
Yes.
In between
Oh,
6 and 7 is a video that I regret doing and wish it never blew up. Is Stikbot Paddle's number
yeah,
one
but it
RUVD.
blew up. Free views, exposure, subscribers, goodness, growth.
Yeah.
Stickbot Battles number 1. There was never a number 2.
There will never be a number 2.
Come on, you got to do another one at one point.
I
Just
mean,
like
it would be a simple video. It'd only be like 20 seconds.
the last one was 26 seconds. You double the seconds. A minute. What's
It would be 52 seconds, Lucas.
how does that math check out? Well, yeah, yeah, I guess. I guess it does.
I thought I was the one that was bad at math. Anyway, on
Clearly, it's both of
7.
us.
Episode 7, one of my favorite episodes, and first ever good thumbnail. Wanna know why?
Want to know why? Because I
Lucas
made
made
it. I made the entire thing. He said, "Here is image. Here is image. Here is image. Make me thumbnail." And I said, "Okay, whatever you say, boss." And then I
Anyway,
did it.
episode 7. I absolutely love episode 7. Um, it. Trying to think of something that really makes it stand out. Um, it helped tie the story together, which, as of then, there was no story. Um, I don't know. I loved it so much. But, good lord, well, actually I do, but if I ever have to draw that many eyes again, I'm going to lose it. It is so annoying drawing eyes.
I think this was one of the first times that you had like some really. Actually, no, you had really good fight scenes from the beginning. Not from the beginning,
No,
but
I
from
had,
like episode 5
yeah, from episode
onward.
5 and up, I I love doing fight scenes.
I I want if anyone watching the podcast wants to declare themselves the ultimate podcast fan and Midway-Mations enjoyer, I want you to watch all the way through every single Stickbot Stories episode and comment. What can they comment? Wow, this is really cool.
Something other than that.
No, I want you to comment, wow, this is really cool. And then
How
in
about wow, I
parentheses
like
put,
chickens.
do whatever. Do both. Do either. And then at the end, put in parentheses, what's your Stikbot story? WYSS.
Or
So we'll know
hashtag.
it. So hashtag.
We could
People
start a
don't.
hashtag.
People don't do that anymore.
Okay, whatever. I guess I'm too old for this.
We are the same age.
Well, now we are.
You're like 6 months older than me.
This
Even?
is not that needed to be known.
Even 6 months?
I think it's more than that.
No. It's public
Or 7.
information that mine's in March. I've said it many a time before. So yours is like
It's 7. 7 months.
7 months. Man, I'm a wee boy. And you're an old man. We are the
Indeed.
same age.
On to the next thing I did. A really weird episode that really did bad.
Halloween special.
Yeah, it's black and white. I was thinking last Halloween I would just upload a recolored version of it.
What
I didn't.
what would the point of that have been?
There's a shocking amount of details that you miss out on because everybody's gray.
Eh. Yeah, I do see that. I'm now realizing the TV filter that I have for the podcast is black and white, so it's double black and white.
What?
It is the same thing, but it's double black and white.
Why?
I don't know, because I thought it would be a cool effect.
Anyway, I made that thumbnail myself. You can tell because it's bad.
You did? I feel like I remember making that though.
You were going to, and I wanted you to, but you never did, and I wanted to get that video out.
That does sound like something that I would do.
You do it a lot.
I do
Did
it
it
a
for
lot.
King for a Day as well. And Lights Out.
You're all you're doing is revealing that I've made 90% of your channel for you.
Except for the fact that I've
Okay,
made
20%.
past 2 thumbnails.
10%.
3 thumbnails, past 4 thumbnails.
No.
And all the ones that
I made the
aren't
king for the
special
king
thumbnails.
for it. I made the king for
No,
the
you
day.
didn't.
Yeah, I
No,
did.
you didn't.
I remember making that.
I made that. I'm opening Canva right now to show you the project.
Either the teaser trailer or the trailer. I made one of the two.
You didn't. I made. Okay, you made the teaser trailer.
I knew it.
But I made. No. What? That can't be right. I swear I made one.
I knew it. All right, this
Anyway,
isn't a
I
path that
made
we need to go
that.
down.
Yep.
That
Back on
geez,
track.
we're almost done already.
Yeah. I don't have a very long story because I've only been around for 2 years.
Yeah, I guess.
Number 8.
Number 8.
Now
The
this
beginning
one,
of the end.
this one really blew up.
It did.
Yeah,
26K.
it's standing at 26K. Currently my most viewed video.
What is this comment that I just found on this video?
Oh boy, what is it?
In another language.
Oh,
I know
Russian,
you.
yeah.
I know you, but you're a good kid.
That comment genuinely scared me.
You're a good kid.
Also, can I mention the fact that his
Oh,
name is either in Chinese or Japanese, but then he's writing in Russian, and what is that, a Singapore or a Spanish flag?
Senator, I'm Singaporean. What does that mean? I don't know what that.
That was from the TikTok trial.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, yeah, it scared me. I wasn't sure how to respond to it, so I just kind of left it how it was.
Didn't respond to the comment. Just let it be.
But but you understand how weird that is. It's a flag
I
of a
know you,
country that
and
isn't
you're a
Chinese or
good kid.
Japanese. Then he's writing in Russian, and he tells me that he knows me. I don't I don't like that.
Oh, it's fine. What, like, he just speaks another language.
Apparently 3.
At least 3 other languages. But that's fine. We don't discriminate against bilingual. Just shut up. If someone wants to be bilingual, they can. And you can't stop them.
Anyway, another thing. Oh, come on. Do I really have to get a Fortnite commercial when I'm trying to watch my own
Who
video?
calls it commercials? It is 2025.
I'm old. I'm sorry.
We are this.
Anyway, I love the cliffhanger that I put at the end of episode 8. I love it.
Well, it's about a show on the TV screen in about 5 seconds. Maybe. I don't know how close to the end of the video we are. Well, the screen just went dark. Oh.
Yep.
The blink portal?
No?
No. After that?
Are we on the same thing?
Number 8?
Yeah.
After that. Oh. Him.
Yeah, the king. The teaser.
Wow, I'm not there yet.
What? Where are you? I said the end of the episode.
There's so
the
many,
cliffhanger.
like, endings.
So many
It faded
things.
to black and then looked like there was a thing at the end, but then it didn't.
Yeah, that's the problem that I've been slowly resolving.
And and the TV's in black and white, so you couldn't see it anyway.
Anyway, I
Then
love
you
that
did.
cliffhanger.
Stikbot Stories number 9, Revelations, also did very well. 10K views, only 2 comments.
Second most popular video.
Yeah, I remember this being a good one as well.
I love this one. I love the music that I used for it. Oh my god, that Russian kid commented on. No, wait.
He came back. The return of the
No,
Russian.
no, the comments were broken. I'm
Oh.
looking at it. I don't know. I love the music that I picked for this. I love
I
this
have it
episode.
muted. Should I unmute?
Well, no, it's fine.
No. Oh, okay. Yeah. Wait a minute. You'll get the podcast copyrighted. I don't even know how Spotify does with copyright. Probably stricter than YouTube, I would imagine.
Definitely.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't be a good idea.
I don't know. I like this episode.
What can you talk about, number 9?
Um,
Stickbot Street commented, "Congrats on 100 subs." Stickbot Street, if you're listening to the podcast now, I want you to comment, "Congrats on 100 subs." Or if you're listening on Spotify, you can comment on Spotify. Yeah, you can comment on Spotify.
You can comment on Spotify?
Playlists or podcasts.
That's strange.
I know. I was looking at them. There was like 5. Then what? Then what'd you do?
Episode 10.
Episode 10, A Fight for Our Lives, season finale. I don't want to spoil too much of this one.
The finale of the chapter.
Oh yeah.
So, if I'm gonna be honest, this was less of a finale as it was a partition between chapters. Nothing really ended other than, well, that's a spoiler.
Whoa.
One thing ended, but nothing else really did. So,
You know,
yeah.
maybe this color filter wasn't a great idea. You can't really tell what's going on. Whatever. It's here. Tell us in the comments if the color filter should stay. It's so that you can see the animation, but you have to watch the actual video to get everything. And also, I'm not showing all of it. I'm cutting between the scenes.
That's a good idea, probably.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to spoil the
Kinda
whole
crazy
thing.
finale.
Yeah,
Kinda crazy.
it was good.
And then
Animation was very good in this episode. The eyes, the red eyes. You
I
definitely could have
don't
easily
like
taped it and saved
what?
yourself
No, that's
quite a bit of
stupid.
time.
I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I did the eyes so much better than you.
What?
There's not one frame where the eyes are not strictly on the eyes.
Well,
You took
I.
the easy way out.
What do you. What? Oh, because I copy and pasted it and didn't actually do it on every scene.
Bingo. Every frame of every scene, every little minute detail I had to draw.
Yeah, that that sounds like a whole lot of fun. I can tell from experience, sort of.
And I'm still doing it. Don't know why. I
Oh,
haven't had an episode where I haven't had to draw eyes since episode 9 of chapter 1.
yeah. This episode really seems like it was quite a joyous experience to animate. There's like so
It
much
was.
going on at the same time.
It really was fun to animate.
That's that's not something I could ever hear myself saying.
That's the difference between you and me. I like animating.
uh, I do it because it's cool in the
You
end,
think, okay,
not the journey. It's about the end, not the journey for me.
well, on to the next thing, which we could talk about the chapter 1 full video, but I don't know why
Uh,
we would.
why would we? It's just everything we've been talking about.
It is 16 minutes long, though. It's longer than your chapter, or your season 1.
Well, yeah, because you were way more ahead than I was at this point. Sort not physically ahead, but animation wise and
Anyway,
skill
on,
wise.
on to cut content compilation number 1, which
Is there
I'm
really
now
anything to talk
realizing
about here?
there actually is some stuff. Like the fact that I stole your stickbots and animated with them.
Oh yeah, that is something to show, I suppose. He
And I'm
stole
just
my
now
stick bots.
realizing, I technically teased a character that I've been teasing for a while, but fully showed their full form in this. Probably shouldn't have included that in here.
Well, good thing it's the video will be in black and white on the podcast.
This is true.
No one will ever know.
But yeah, in June I have to make another one of these, and this time I have a lot more scrap stuff.
Wait,
I think.
how is this cut content?
What?
It was just a clip from the Night of Reckoning.
Oh, I said it. It was the scrapped opening. I just included
It looks
more
the
of the
exact
opening.
same.
Parts of it are the exact same.
Okay.
The scrapped
Christmas
Christmas
special.
special.
I remember
I
this.
hate this with a fiery passion. This Christmas, I'm not making promises, but this Christmas I might do something that's
Trust me,
actually
as a man with
something.
experience of making promises, you don't make promises as a stickbot animator.
Yeah,
You, as an animator in general, you don't make promises because, well, at least if you're like me, you most likely won't deliver on such promise. Okay, moving on to your second to last video, Stickbot Stories Chapter 2 trailer, King for a Day. This
I
episode
love
was
the
very good.
title. I don't think I could have picked a more fitting title, personally.
The video,
But how does it only have 72 views? What?
I don't know, bro.
It has less views than the cut content compilation. This is depressing.
Views drop off when you restart a season. I don't know why, but it happens. It happened to me. It happened to you. I've seen
It'll
it.
happen to me again.
It'll happen to me again. It's the cycle of life.
I so there's a lot of things I would do differently with everything up to chapter 2 episode 1.
Trust me, me and you
Everything
have
that's
talked about
preceding
things that
chapter
you
two,
would do
episode
different.
one, I would do so much differently. I would include the dialogue from the start. Um, that's actually something I want to talk about later.
Are you gonna
Um,
redo the dialogue?
well, we'll get to that later. Before the questions. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think Kingford is one of my best animations,
I agree.
but could have been so much better easily if I spent like 15 more minutes doing stuff.
I mean, like, that animation was crazy. The werewolf jumping from wall to wall.
Oh, that
Absolutely crazy.
that took
I
me like
guarantee that it
three
was
hours
very,
just
very
to
fun to
animate.
do. Well worth it for what it
It
was.
was well worth it, but
This is a very cool shot.
I the werewolf man jumping. I'm gonna reveal the name. I don't think I've revealed it anywhere. It's Leica. Um,
Who? The werewolf?
yeah, Leica.
Interesting.
Um, but yeah, that shot with her is crazy. I spent too long animating it and far longer just trying to crop out the stupid werewolf. Uh,
Yeah, this was the first
Especially,
time.
this is the first time I used masking. You can clearly tell.
I mean, like, the action in this episode.
Also,
Mucho gusta.
it introduced one of my favorite characters that I've created, and that is Rogue.
Flashbang, holy. Let me out.
Wait, when did we move on to Lights Out?
We've been on Lights Out. What?
We were talking about King for a Day.
I've been talking about dialogue and stuff. Well, I moved on to Lights Out. I don't know if you did.
I didn't.
It's been playing in the background this whole time a little bit. But, okay. I've been. Yep.
Anyway, Lights Out, easily my best animation.
Easily. The knife flips and stuff.
The knife flips, man. So I'm currently in the process of working on episode 2, The Heist. We'll
Whoa.
reveal there.
Whoa.
Um,
Spoilers.
Not spoilers, it's the title. It was going to be revealed in, I don't know, a couple of weeks when it comes out. No promises.
Yeah,
But
yep.
yeah, so I've been working on The Heist quite a bit. Um, I cannot wait to show that to everyone.
And somewhere
I
in there was the Green Stickbot collab 2 scene. What was
that
yours even?
happened
I don't remember.
that happened while I was animating King for a Day. But that's not saying much because I spent like 5 months
That can't be right.
animating King
King
for
for
a
a
Day.
Day came out 6 months ago. Oh
Um,
wait, that does add
came
up.
out came out
Almost.
4 months ago, and notice how there's a 2 month gap between the
Oh, I was
teaser
looking at the
trailer and the
teaser
trailer.
trailer. Yeah. Jeez. Worth the time and effort. This is a very good
Hopefully.
episode. I mean, not views wise, it only has 72.
Somehow it has less than the cut content compilation.
That means, my
Most of
fellow
it.
podcast listeners, go watch it and comment very happy and helpful and joyous things. Wow, that was really
I love
cool.
chicken.
Both. Comment both of those in 2 separate comments on each video. All of
You do
them.
realize that if anybody does this, it's gonna really look like a bunch of bots.
But it's not. It's the What's Your Stickbot Story enthusiasts. As of which there is like. Actually, there's. The first episode of the podcast, actually, I would say probably like 7 or 8 people at least listened the whole way through. I know Clay did because he doxed me. We don't need to talk about
No,
that though.
he doxed the hotel. He
Yeah.
managed to find the exact hotel that Squidpire 1 was animated at.
Yeah, that was fun to wake up to in the morning. That was lovely. I just messaged Midway on Discord, bro. You're not gonna believe what Clay just sent me, and it's a picture of the exact hotel that I stayed in, from uh a Google Earth image thing. That was fun.
Oh, I did two other things that I want to talk about. The
Go
first,
for it.
well, they're both shorts technically, but the first one was my first and only actual short that was created to be a short. Never mind that I did the Stikbot collection, but it was my first actual short, and that was that the Bite of 87?
Let me play that. Why does it have audio? I thought I muted it.
Another Markiplier jump scare.
The second Markiplier jump scare of this podcast. That's fun. You know, it doesn't. The bite of 87 audio wouldn't have any copyright in it, would it?
No,
Was that the bite of 87?
no, it wouldn't.
Was that the bite of 87?
um, but yeah, then I stole Goose's audio and made my Stikbot
Was that the
collection
bite
after
of
that.
87?
And then I made donuts.
And then you
I
made
have a
donuts.
story to tell about these donuts. I couldn't use my computer for like 2 weeks. It took that long. I'm hardly even exaggerating. It took probably 2 weeks to render out these donuts.
It's just donuts.
It's
There's
just
nothing
donuts.
special about it. It's
Well,
like a 10-second clip, not even 8 max.
uh-huh.
And he spent 2 days frying his PC.
2 days
I said,
actually making
I,
them.
I texted him so many times, Midway, get on. And he's like, no, I'm baking donuts, he said.
So I spent 2 days sculpting and actually making the scene for the donuts, and then on top of that, like a week and a half for it to render.
Yeah.
I hate myself for doing that. The entire reason why I did this was to try to learn Blender because I wanted to use it for effects.
That really went somewhere.
I have not used it for effects once. I have not touched Blender since I made these donuts.
Yeah,
I've
probably because
completely
it'll take
forgotten.
20 years for it to render, which is crazy.
Yeah, this, I don't even know what to say about this.
Well, that's your Stickbot story completed, right?
So,
We didn't miss anything?
yeah, pretty much. Um, Before we move on to questions,
Yep.
I would like to do a little reveal exclusive to the beautiful people that listen to this. Um, I am not going to say when, but I will
Oh
at
boy.
some point. At some point, I'm just gonna say after chapter 3.
Can I say something real quick?
Hmm.
This sounds like a Lucas King Animations guarantee. And
Also
me
known
and
as
you both
most
know
likely will never happen.
that a Lucas King guarantee has never came true before. I don't think.
This is true. I have several examples of this.
Continue what you were saying.
Um, at some point after chapter 3, I do promise that this will release. I'm not gonna promise when, but I promise it will be after chapter 3 and it will release. I'm going to recreate entirely from scratch with almost an entirely new story, all of chapter 1, and I might reanimate King for a day. That might not happen. But
That's a big promise.
I will fully remake all of chapter 1.
You really want to promise that?
Yes, because I'm going to do it. I am really going to do it.
Coming from a man that has broken many promises myself, this is, you do you.
I like animating. Okay? I like animating. I like having things to do. Plus, I really want to retcon 90% of what happened in chapter 1.
Okay. Let's move on to questions. Are you ready to move on to
Yippee.
questions? I'm ready to move on
I
to
don't think
questions.
I have anything else to talk about, so yeah.
Okay. First question is from Micah Stikbot Stop Motion. He says, "Cool. Can't wait. Here is a question to ask. How many Stickbots have you customized? If you have customized any. Was one of them a Minute Craft by Stickbot Central?"
Okay, I have two things to say about this question.
Let's.
First,
Oh boy.
he is clearly not a viewer of my channel. I just want to put that
He's
out there.
definitely new.
Um,
He's popped up within the last month.
but other than that, yes, I have customized stick bots. I have customized quite a few.
How many would you say?
Um, well, let me count.
Oh boy.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Cat?
6,
That definitely got picked up. The cat in the background.
7, 7, maybe 8.
7, maybe 8. That's a good
Alright,
number.
Grace. You can sit on my lap
And
again.
was any of them a Minute Craft?
Not one.
Not one. I can agree with that. I
In
have never
fact,
done one either.
I don't think I've even watched any,
Me
and I
neither.
don't think I'm ever going to do any, especially after seeing the thumbnail for the Red Hulk custom.
Okay.
Boy, was
Next
that
question. Next question is from Jaden's World of Fun. What
ooh, that'd be
inspired you to create your YouTube channel? I can answer this.
yeah, do you want the short answer or the long answer?
Short answer is me. I am the inspiration.
Bingo. Long answer is a billion different things all coming down and boiling into a nice old soup that is me.
Midway
I've been
soup.
inspired. I've been inspired by a million different things, but mostly Lucas, because, well, he did give me
I
the first
started
two
his channel.
bucks. Next
That
question.
that's something you could do. Midway soup. It'd be like Oh Dreams from popular, maybe not so
I do
popular anymore,
eventually want to
YouTuber
start a
Dream.
cooking channel.
You want to start a cooking channel.
At some point. This is not a
Maybe it could be
guarantee.
a podcast episode. That would be funny. What's your Stickbot story cooking episode? That
The
would be
cooking
that would
special.
actually be funny.
Yeah.
Comment if you want to see that.
Oh
Maybe
boy.
we'll do it one day. Okay, next question from Leopold Films 1. I don't know
What?
why he has a 1 at the end of his name. It's just in his tag. If you redid your first Green Stickbot collab scene, how would you do it differently?
Depends. Would the first green stick butt clap get fully redone, or would it just be my scene? Lucas, you answer
Well,
that.
what? You're
Would
just
the
gonna
entire
redo it yourself?
well, no, would the entire green stick butt clap one get redone
No,
in the
just your scene.
same style as okay? So I would redo it, and I would make it so much better. I would actually put some effort into it.
My
And
my
same with Green Stick Butt Collab too. I didn't really put enough effort into that. And fun fact, there were lines of dialogue that got scrapped from my scene because I forgot to animate it.
my my Streamlabs connector thing to change the scenes has stopped working. So
Oh
now it's
boy.
frozen on your face.
Use your numpad.
Yeah, you're right. Which, yeah, that works. I don't like that though. Whatever.
Next question.
Next question
I need water.
is by Noob Retro. What
Mhm.
inspired your channel name?
Okay,
This is a good question. I think I actually helped you come up with it.
you didn't.
I think I did.
You did not. So the story begins, what, maybe 10, no, like 12 years ago when I got my Xbox One.
Dang, bringing it back.
So I have had the username Midway Island since I got my Xbox One. It was an
Since the birth
auto-generated
of
name.
man.
It was an auto-generated name, and it kind of just stuck. I liked it, so I kept using it for everything. And then, almost 3 years ago, I started this channel, and I thought I would keep the Midway, and I was trying to think of something that would fit and make sense for an animation channel. So I just kind of went with Midway-Mations.
Yes, you need to pronounce the whole thing with the hyphen.
Oh yes, you cannot forget about the hyphen. I am not Midway-Mations, I am Midway-Mations.
No one has ever said Midway-Mations.
This is correct.
Final question by Finny
What?
Motion.
This is not the final question. I know that for a fact.
Oh, you're right. We have a lot more. I don't know if we'll be
Yeah,
able to get to those.
we will.
Okay. Final YouTube question from Finny Motion. How did you and Lucas meet? I don't think there's a definitive answer to this.
Um, we were born,
Yes.
and somewhere along the lines we met.
Probably within the first week of me arriving into this world, I saw you. And vice
Probably.
versa.
This is
Not
probably true.
probably. Yeah, neither of us really remember. We were like probably
One
less than
or
one.
less. Yeah.
Less than one. Okay, now we can move on to the Discord questions,
Which we have a lot more of.
which we have a lot more of. We're gonna speed round through these.
Oh boy.
First Discord question by another Stikbot channel. These are all in the Lucas King Animations Discord server that you should join.
Or
Self promotions
not.
on not even my own self promotion on not even my own episode. Okay. If you had a choice to make a sequel to a Stikbot Central movie, what would it be? And what would you like the story to be?
Okay, confession. I've only ever watched one thing, and that was like the first couple of episodes of Off the Grid.
You haven't even
So,
finished Off the Grid?
shut up.
What
I need
the?
to. I just don't have enough time. Anyway, so it would probably be a sequel to Off the Grid, and I would probably do it way better than what is it, Off the Grid Nightmares? I've heard bad things about
Yeah,
it.
I don't really like it. I mean, it was good, but it was nothing like the original. That's my opinion. Next question by Jasper or All Motion
A
Studios. If you could get 50 of a specific Stickbot color or Stickbot type, what would you
dark
get?
red. Dark
Dark.
red.
Okay, that was quick. Next question.
Same as Annihilus. Dark red.
What is your favorite Stickbot color by Batman 5?
Dark red.
Stickbots or Clickbots by Batman 5?
What?
He did more questions. Stickbots or Clickbots?
Oh, I don't. I'll answer it. Stick boss. But
Obviously.
I thought that was just a part two to his
Clickbots
first
are
question.
so difficult to animate with. I hate them.
They're not that difficult to animate with. I just don't like them.
What is one of your most favorite animations you've ever made?
I'm
By
gonna give you
Batman
my
5
top
as well.
three.
Don't
I'm gonna
just
give you my
one. We
top
don't have
three.
time.
Okay, lights out.
Lights up. Okay, that makes sense. Does Lucas forcefully make you do Stickbot related things like this?
Yes,
I assume he means the podcast.
yes. He also forced me into the Sticky Boys and the Green Stick Butt collab.
You volunteer. Well, I may
You
have,
also
but
kind
we're
of
not going to
forced me
talk
into
about
the entire existence of Stikbots.
it. No, that was on you.
Eh,
I did force you into the Green Stickbot collab and the Sticky Boys, though. Next question. By,
don't say his server name, because
uh,
oof.
by,
By Nat.
Natbot. Do you like cashews?
No.
That's crazy.
I mean, I like walnuts, I like almonds. I don't like cashews. I can't stand peanuts and peanut butter. I
That in itself is crazy, but whatever.
I don't like peanut butter. It tastes like dirt. Next question.
That's so morally wrong. Next question by
I've
S.
also
Neil.
never had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but that's because I don't
You are
like peanut
not a
butter.
human. What is your opinion on Gus by S. Neil?
Great, great cat, great person.
It cat and person aren't well, if you try hard enough. I suppose they can be the same.
Next
Moving on.
question.
Next question by Red Studios. What are your top 5 favorite stick tubers? We'll do top 3, so it's easier.
Too bad. Top 5. Lucas,
Number 1?
Jaden,
Seriously? Wow.
Natbot,
Okay.
Batman, and probably if we're talking animators, it's All Motions. People in general, maybe Goose. Probably still
I
All
would
Motion.
think that Goose would have been way higher up on your list.
He doesn't really animate though.
That's fair. Okay. Next
Next question.
question by Clay Film. How did you get your name? And what is your
We already
favorite
went over that.
Oh yeah. What is your favorite non-Stickbot stop motion film / short / TV show?
Well, personally, there's a channel that I really love to watch. They're great at animating. Dang It Productions. I love them.
I've never heard.
I know you haven't. They are really cool. I could not name a series or something specific that they've done that I love, but they're a great channel. Go check them out.
Okay. Final question by Casual.
This is not the final question.
Yes, it is. There's one more, but it's the same one that you've answered 3 times.
Oh, fair point.
Final question by Casual. What's your most expensive figure?
Dark Red. Dark Red
Actually,
Stickbot. Yes,
how expensive is it?
because
Oh, yeah, right.
for some reason you can't buy the action pack that has it. You can't buy that alone. You have to buy a 5-pack bundle. And that's $50, and all I want is one of the Stickbots.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, Dark
They
Red.
really need to get like a Bricklink equivalent thing from Lego where you can just buy Stickbots in any color. Just one.
Yeah, and why does it say that all of the other like options for that are out of stock, yet the 5-pack bundle isn't? It whatever. It's stupid. I hate it.
It is stupid.
Ugh,
I don't know why they do it. They should really
money.
just sell
That's
them
why.
personally. I know, but like, whatever. Is that
Is that,
is
is
that
that
it?
all?
That's all the questions.
Lucas, do you have any personal questions?
Hmm.
Can I answer one that I thought of myself? And I'm surprised it's not one of the questions asked.
Okay. You're gonna ask your own question. Go for it.
Yes. What is my favorite custom? It probably has to be the king from episode 9, 10, and so on.
I would agree that it's a very good custom. I think
And
it's
still
actually in your
shockingly
background
mobile.
and in the
Yes, it
podcast.
is.
It's behind you. The king is behind you.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. Any final thoughts? Anything you want to say about your Stickbot story?
Um, I've had a great story so far and cannot wait for the pages that will turn next. Did that make sense? I don't know, but I did in my head before I said it.
That was like romantical, almost.
Oh, and in 30 minutes, Daredevil Born Again episode 4 releases, and I can't wait to go watch it.
That's why you told me you had to leave at a certain point.
Yes, it is. Genuinely, I said to him, let's hurry this up because I have stuff to do. I want to go watch Daredevil in 30 minutes. So, yeah.
That's why you had to leave last time too, because we record all these episodes on a Tuesday.
We recorded the last episode on Wednesday.
We did?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
We recorded it and then we uploaded it on Wednesday.
Yeah, you're probably right. Anything else we can say or do or talk about?
I don't know, man.
I think I want everyone to comment their thoughts on the podcast. Say, wow, that was really cool.
And I love chicken.
And I love chicken. Even if you don't love chicken, you're gonna
Even if
comment it.
you're a vegetarian or a vegan or you completely disagree with everything that we say, you need to comment I love chicken.
Yes, and that's not brainwashing.
Awkward silence for like 15 seconds.
That was like 5 seconds at most. Okay, well, I think that's gonna do it. If you have watched this far into the podcast, I want you to comment, golden Stikbot horse,
Because it's in the background.
because it's in the background.
I
Comment
couldn't
golden
pick like
Stikbot horse.
Pool or Gregory Grimm or anything.
Whoa, that's too much lore. If you've
I mean, we
enjoyed the
could have talked
podcast,
about Sticky Boys, but
oh yeah, yeah,
we don't really
he
need to.
made one Sticky Boards video.
I made the worst video.
It's just objectively not true. There's definitely worse ones.
I did the Sticky Boys Get Web Shooters, and
Yes, you did.
I regret it.
The animation was really good. Just the audio was not great.
I liked animating with the web shooters, so I'm excited to do that again in the future. Spoilers. But yeah, yeah.
Are you gonna make Spider-Man?
No.
That means he's gonna make Spider-Man. It's just a
No,
matter
I'm
of when.
not.
Okay. What was I gonna say?
Probably like 3 years.
Yeah, if you watch the full podcast, make sure to comment Golden Stickbot Horse. And if you watched the full podcast and enjoyed it, make sure to rate 5 stars on Spotify and leave a like and subscribe on YouTube. That has been What's Your Stickbot Story? What are we gonna title this episode? The Stickbot Story. Because it's you.
The
And your
Stickbot
thing is Stickbot
stories.
Stories.
Whatever, it works.
Yeah, so I think I think the thing that we'll do at the end of these episodes is we'll have the guest say the famed line that is our name. So
Or
if
they could say that's my Stickbot story.
yeah, well, you can't just say the whole thing already if you're not
What?
gonna go full effort.
Well, I'm
Okay,
not going full effort.
you're going full effort. We're
I
ending.
never
Say
go
it.
full effort. But this has been my Stickbot story.
That was not full effort.
It was as much effort as I feel like putting in. Bye-bye.
What? Uh, 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 uh. Okay, goodbye. See you next week. The next guest, comment what you think the next guest should be. It's already decided, but comment anyway. Bye.
Wait, who is it?
B- b-